All right, so we're going to look at doing some implicit differentiation. We're going to find y prime, and then we're going to use that to be able to create the tangent line at a particular point, in this case, the point 2, 1. This is the function that we're going to start with. Actually, I misspoke. It's not a function at all. Why is it not a function? Because we actually have mixing and of the x's and y's here. So which one is the input, which one is the output, which one is the domain, which one is the range is a little, well, it depends on which one you're plugging in first. If we were to graph this, we would get something that doesn't pass the vertical line test and doesn't pass the horizontal line test. So it's not a function at all. So what we actually should be saying here is we're going to take this equation right here and we're going to find its derivative, which will be y prime. Now, we have two choices. We can try to solve this entire equation for y, or for x for that matter, and then try to figure out what are the next, how to do the derivative from there. Problem is that we have y and y squared in two different places. Typically what that means is we're going to complete the square. But we have x and x squared as well. That's going to create a whole other set of problems we're going to deal with. Algebraically, this is very doable. We can do this without any problems. But it might be a lot easier just to do implicit differentiation on this and then solve for y prime. It might be a significantly simpler process. There are different ways you can do this part of it, but the easiest way, and for me at least, is to do it as follows. So I have 2x squared. The derivative of that is going to be 2x to the first power dx. I got to keep track of the change in x. The next piece is a product, x times y. So that's going to be 6 times the derivative of x, which is 1, y, and then dx, the change in x. And then I got to do the same thing for the y. So that's going to be 6x dy, and then plus derivative of something squared is 2 times that thing, y to the first power dy, and then on the other side of the equal sign here we have a constant, which means that this is 0. There is no change in a constant, right? Now, this looks like a big mess, but it's actually pretty straightforward from here because we have a couple of pieces that we can really kind of point out that'll make this process easier. Namely, here and here we have dx's, and the other two pieces we have dy's. If you're doing this correctly, you're doing this implicit differentiation correctly, you're always going to have that situation where everything's going to have a dx, which is going to have a dy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all the dy's on one side and all the dx's on the other side. So that's going to leave me with, at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and factor out my dy. So that's 6x plus 24y. That's going to be equal, and I'm going to go ahead and factor out my dx there. So it's going to be negative 2x minus 6y. All right? Now they're pretty close to similar functions here, but not quite there. If we were to factor a 6 out of here, we'd have x plus 3y. If we factor a 2 out of there, we'd have x plus 3y. So that might actually help us down the road a little bit. So let's keep going and see what else we can do here with this. So we end up with, I'm going to divide by dx to get rid of that one right there and there. So I have to do it over here as well. And then I also want to get rid of this piece. So I'm going to divide by 6x plus 24y and 6x plus 24y. All right? So now I have dy over dx is going to be equal to, now remember what I said, if we do some little bit of factoring here, we might be able to get this piece to simplify for us a little bit. So let's see what we can do with that. I'm going to go ahead and take out a negative 2 out of that. So it's negative 2, and it's x plus 3y. Now with the other piece here, I got a 6 I can take out. All right? So we take that 6 out, and we get x plus, oh, but it's not 3y, is it? It's 4y, isn't it? So, oh well. So we don't not going to have that cancellation, but that's okay. We got everything kind of resituated right now. So this right here, that's dy. So now we have dy, and we can go ahead and simplify that a little bit more into 1/3 if you want to. So it's negative x plus 3y over 3 times x plus 4y, right? So there's that first derivative for us, right? Now that we have that and we have some point, we can plug that point into here, and that's going to give us dy dx, which is the slope. We need the slope to find the tangent line. The basic form we're going to be working with here is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We already have x1, y1. We just need the slope now, which is going to come from our first derivative. So I'm just going to kind of do a little bit. This isn't necessarily good math grammar here, but I'm just going to kind of put a little double arrow here, and I'm going to plug in my values for x and y. So I have negative, and then we have 2 plus 3 times 1. Right, I'm taking these values of x and y, and I'm plugging them into that differential up there. And then I'm going to have 3 times 2 plus 4 times 1. All right? And when I do that, I end up with 2 plus 3, which is 5. So it's negative 5 over, and here we got 4 plus 2, which is 6, times 3, which is 18. So that's 18. So now I have y minus 2 equals negative 5 over 18 x minus 2. I put the wrong value there. So this is not 2. That's 1, right? Okay. So now that we have that, we have the two pieces that we were being asked to find here. Namely, the big piece that we were going after here was the tangent line at a particular point. In order to do that, we had to have the derivative so we could plug in the x and y values to find that slope at that point. And then once we have that, we can write out that equation. And we did all that by going through this process of implicit differentiation. I hope this is useful. If you need additional help or you have additional questions about this problem, please reach out, leave some comments, email me, and let me know. Take care.